Today, I really want to dive into a little bit about failure and just something that I had to overcome. This was a little while ago, but it's still very present to me. And just this idea that there is always resistance in any journey. So if you're on here and you're listening to me because we do a lot of co-living content, we do a lot of real estate content, you're going to encounter resistance on this journey to becoming financially free through co-living. Yes, I promote it. Yes, I'm enthusiastic. Yes, I try to share with this. But if you're not prepared for the resistance that's going to come along the journey, then I really think that you're gonna fail. And if you're, one of my favorite books is Man's Search for Meaning. And if you haven't read this book, it's just a powerful, powerful book about a man who survived Auschwitz and a bunch of the Nazi concentration camps. And one of the things that he said is, he said, in the most difficult times in his life, when he was trying to survive, when he just had to get up every day with no end in sight, and he would go be put to work in the most crazy conditions with no shoes, in the snow, working 14 hours a day with barely any food, with people dropping dead around him, with getting beaten if he didn't work hard enough. He said, I had to figure out some way to survive. So I started to monitor the people around me, and I started to see who here is doing good and who here is not doing good. And he said, you know what I realized? I realized that the optimists were the ones that perished. You might say, Sam, I thought it was good to be an optimist. And I thought it was good to be an optimist too. And I think that there is a lot of benefit to being an optimist. However, he said, here's what happens. The optimists would be like, the Allies, they're going to come, they're going to win the war, and we'll be out by Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving would come and Thanksgiving would go. And they were not rescued. By Christmas, the Allies will win by Christmas. We got it. We're going to get out. This hell will be over by Christmas. And Christmas would come and Christmas would go. Oh, by Easter, by Easter we'll be out, and Easter would come and Easter would go. And Viktor Frankl, the author of Man's Search for Meaning and the man who survived all this, said, I realized that those people ended up just dying from a broken heart, and their heart being broken over and over and over and over and over again. And he's setting these false expectations. And so on any journey, and you can relate to this, whether you're on a journey to create financial freedom, you're on a journey to create an amazing family, you're on a journey just to live a great life in some capacity, whatever that means for you, you're on that journey. And he said, for me, I just tried to think, what if this was it? What if I never get out? How do I create purpose and meaning out of this very moment? How do I create something out of this very moment that gives me the reason to survive? And it's not something crazy way far off in the future, right? And he realized that there's a certain value to being pessimistic. There's a certain value to saying, I may never get out of this, and I have to make the best of this situation. And don't get me wrong, Viktor Frankl would also say he dreamed of writing a book. He realized that the longer he was in this, the more he would have to say when he got out. The longer he was in this, the more value and purpose he could extract from it. And so I say all of this to say, how does this relate to co-living real estate? It relates to co-living real estate because if you're on this journey, any of my students will tell you, and I'll tell you, that there's going to be resistance. A great example from my own life is someone recently was going to join my program. And my programs are not the cheapest programs in the world. Me and my team pour our heart and soul into two programs. One called 12 Months to Financial Freedom University. It's this sprint to financial freedom. And we have this other program called the CoLiving Inner Circle. It's a done-for-you type of a program. And someone was thinking about joining our done-for-you high-level program. And they posted on Reddit. And I think all good things go to Reddit eventually, right? They posted on Reddit and they said, hey, should I buy this program? Has anybody here ever heard of Sam Wiegert? And I pride myself on over-delivering. I pride myself on giving value. I pride myself on making sure that my team is going above and beyond. And hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people said, never heard of this douchebag, Sam Wiegert. But anybody selling a course for that amount has to be a scam. And you should absolutely not buy it. Literally, the funniest comment I saw as I was reading through this, I don't know why I read these comments, right? But the funniest comment I saw was someone saying you should take that money and go to college. And you'd get way more value from college. I was like, oh my gosh, even if we only get you one home in the done-for-you program, that would be more valuable over the long term than going to college. And so I share that to share just the fact that even as my goal is to build a mastermind that impacts the affordable housing community to $1 million. We're doing $1 million. If you're listening to this, you're a part of a group of people that hopefully we can wake up one day and say, we're not just like slightly impacting affordable housing. We're impacting affordable housing at $1 million. $1 million. That's our mission. $1 million actually makes a dent. And I just want to do what my mom said. My mom said that leave the world a little better place. And I think building community and co-living homes, it's something that you can do that's positive. It's something you can do with your money that does make an impact. It is a worthwhile cause. It is worthwhile to dive in and throw your money behind doing that. And so I had to face this resistance. I don't like being criticized any more than any of you guys do. I don't like being criticized or called out on a public forum, or I don't like any of that. But I just have to share, and I wanted to make this little episode about just sharing some of the experiences. So maybe you call this a promotion, maybe call this an ad, whatever, but hopefully you'll learn something from some of the experiences of the people that have been through my programs. And I wanted to share that in this episode. So if you're a longtime listener, maybe you're listening to this and you're already in my program, thank you for being a part of the program. Thank you for your support. And if in any way we're not going above and beyond for you, please let us know. We will do everything that we can to make the investment you've made in our program the best investment in your entire life. And so please let us know and communicate with us, or please share your journey. Please share your success story. Please share what you've gotten from this, because the world needs to hear that more as well, and get more people involved in this co-living empire, this co-living movement, this co-living mission. If I could use that word, like it's a mission. It started as money for me, but it's transitioned to a mission for me. And that's what I'm here to promote. And so I want to share some of these stories from some of my Inner Circle students and some of my students. So listen, I hope you enjoy, and please share this with somebody you know.
I think there's a huge priority for me to be in the right rooms, surrounded by the right people.
Yeah.
And so when there's people around you who have similar goals and visions and want to grow in the same way you do, there's just so much power in that synergy. And so it's a must to get in the right rooms. And this has absolutely been one of them.
We got to get massive value given to us in this amazing environment with these amazing and loving people, and then go deep with them and start to really build relationships and talk about partnerships. I mean, we have a couple deals in the works potentially on this trip. And then we've delved deeper into people's lives and been able to talk to them about what they need and where they want to go and how can we support them. And that's because of you, Sam.
Absolutely.
That's because of you, Sam, because of what you've brought. And it's been such an incredible blessing. It's been incredible. We get content, we get support, we get pushed, we get pulled, we get encouraged. This is a family. This is a holding each other accountable, but growing. You push us into new opportunities and see things in us that we didn't know were there as much, or maybe we did, but then you've given a platform for us to have it come to fruition. And we are so incredibly grateful. And we can't wait to keep going. I mean, we are so excited.
We are.
We've got 4 more. We've got 4 more.
Let's go. So you're coming away from the cruise, what I'm hearing, with action items, some potential partnerships.
This is probably one of my first real estate specific conferences. And I was blown away by the community, the loving family, the energy, how Sam's been able to get all these diverse, different people from different backgrounds and really unite us on, giving back and serving and, being able to serve others, not by myself, but, surrounded by other giving people. It's just a blessing to be a part of.
I think giving is part of the experience. That is part of the awesome part of being able to come together and be with a good group of people.
Yeah.
And your heart is to be a giver. Yeah. And I see that. So if you get a bunch of givers together, then something amazing is going to happen. So thank you for allowing us to be here and allowing us to kind of be in an environment, whether it's on a cruise or whether it's at a one-day event or whether it's just on a pod call or Zoom call, just being in that presence with you and with others that have this like-mindedness. Is priceless. It's something that you can't really put a price on. So I think having the presence of people is absolutely amazing. And this cruise has been life-giving, not only to me, but to others. So it's been amazing.
It was really impactful. I was so happy to see like-minded people and to be able to learn so much and take so much with me. So thank you so much for inviting us. Just the examples and everything that I saw was nothing that you can see over Zoom and on the portals. Everything that you do, you're always up-leveling up. And I appreciate that, Sam. You're always like, the bar is always high. And I'm like, okay. And then it's always higher than that. So thank you for that. And we've learned so much. And we're so appreciative and grateful for you inviting us on this cruise. It's been beautiful. So thank you.
Yeah. So actually, it's my first co-living, not just co-living event that I attended, but also like real estate. Like I haven't been to like one of these events before. And it has been more beneficial than I think anything any single like get together, like business style, like meetup mastermind that I've ever attended. So highly positive.
And everybody's journey is a little different, right? But specifically for the inner circle people, you bring a lot of value. But one of the things here, I guess I would say, is the networking. We all can learn information, and you guys are on the cutting edge. You're going to bring that information, but it's how we all rally around each other, and everybody has different journeys and life challenges. So coming together, first of all, the cruise was amazing. Okay, that alone.
Good.
That alone. But
mission accomplished.
But the content was good. But the networking was amazing. With your leadership and your team, we appreciate you. I don't think you really realize the impact you're making on families, because you got a lot of families who are involved in this. But this is a business for us too. But why not love the people you do business with? And I think we're creating that relationship. And we appreciate you, Sam. And we hope for people that care about what they're doing, why they're doing it. I mean, we said a lot of times at CoLiving, we are providing affordable living. I don't know if you've looked around, but it's expensive to live here in America. Well, in America.
Yes.
And we give them an option, right, for people that are maybe don't have the means. And not only that, we're helping ourselves at the same time. And so, Sam, we appreciate you and your wife and your whole team. We're excited. We came on a couple of years ago, and the evolve that's going on, it's only getting better and better. We're excited. And we thank you for being patient with us as we're learning too.
You're patient with us as we learn. As we learn, guys.
At this event, we had an opportunity to learn from several different co-living groups. And it was interesting to see, for me, how different people approach the problem or try to find solutions for co-living and the people who need the affordable housing. It was fascinating to see how much creativity was in the room, how many different people are able to approach the problem in different ways, solve it in different ways. And the other thing that I really was impressed with is in the co-living community, from what I've seen, people do not treat each other competitively. They work together. It's very collaborative. And even the different groups that, each have their own, different things going on, they work together to try to make the product better and try to help each other to succeed. And that's a pretty unique thing.
We were like one of the newest members here. I just signed on. We just signed on like December, right, for the platinum. And we already closed on a property. So we basically dove headfirst into it without much preparation. But the reason we did that, we were able to do that, is because you gave us a lot of knowledge and confidence to make it, like a good deal. And the support that you and Seth have given us, like, you're virtually omnipresent. Like, it's so easy to get a hold of you or Seth. We have a lot of questions. We're night shift people. So when we have questions, it's like early morning.
Or late.
Or very late. And still, we got a lot of great responses. And because of that, we were able to close on our first property, and hopefully we'll have many more.
I hope you enjoyed this episode. I know it was a little different than we normally do, but hopefully there was a lesson in there for you. If nothing else, hopefully there was some inspiration there for you from someone maybe saying, just do it. Whether you end up doing it with us or you do it with someone else, who cares? Go make your life into a masterpiece. Go change your life in some meaningful, powerful way. One of my favorite little crab shacks down in Folly Beach, South Carolina, has this huge sign on the outside. It says, free crab legs tomorrow. And it just stays up year round, right? If you go in and you say, hey, I'd like the free crab legs, they'll tell you, they'll smile and they'll laugh a little bit. And they say, well, actually, that's tomorrow. And if you come back tomorrow and you say, well, today is tomorrow, they'll be like, actually, no, it's tomorrow. And that is how so many of us live our life when it comes to taking action. And I'm just here to tell you, you're going to die, y'all. Every day you're getting one day closer to when you aren't here. And so my encouragement to you is to go take action. Maybe that's join a course or join my 5-day challenge that I have coming up, an event where we teach you about co-living real estate, teach how you can change your life, but do everything you can to create as much freedom in your lives now so that you can set the example for your kids, your grandkids, or just your friends and the people around you so that you can be an example. So this is my inspirational episode for you today. I just felt this was laid on my heart to share and preach a little bit about this to you guys. And definitely as I've kind of gone through my own Reddit journey and having to face that resistance and keep going when half the comments on my Facebook ads are what a terrible human being I am and how I should be put in jail and how this is illegal and how I'm destroying neighborhoods and how I'm the reason nobody can buy a house anymore, which some weird way I kind of wish I was that powerful, but I am not that powerful. And so I hope that you take this episode for the heart that it was and the mission that it is, and hope you share that, and please help me get the word out. Okay, God bless you guys. Have a great week.